Will this make me laugh? Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with All Eyes on Me by Bo Burnham from, I guess, the album Inside. This is a donation reward for Venom, as usual, and is something I would have never expected to be reacting to. Let me explain. So Bo Burnham is a comedian. He is known for integrating music into his comedy, and I've seen very little. Like, very little. I think I've seen, like, a couple clips randomly strewn throughout TikTok and whatnot. I've heard people mention him, but I from those couple clips I saw, I didn't really find him funny or that interesting. It's just like, okay. I didn't find him to be that great of a singer. And I just didn't get what all the hype is about. Because this guy is pretty damn popular. People really like Bo Burnham. And I hadn't got him. But to be fair, I've also seen very little. So maybe this will help change my mind. I've seen singing comedians in the past. And most of the time, they're not that great of singers. More of the point is the comedy. Are they funny? Are their songs entertaining? And that's what I'm really hoping for here. I'm really hoping that the songs that they sing are entertaining. Bo Burnham, I don't really know what to expect with this song. All Eyes on Me doesn't really tell me much. Maybe it's a song about being egotistical, wanting everyone's eyes to be on you specifically. Maybe it's a song about show business. I could believe that. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. And off of the very little I have to go off of from, again, previous things I've seen, I don't know if I'm going to find it funny. Because if I'm being completely honest here, I don't find a lot of comedians that funny. Whether they're comedians I end up seeing on AGT or just in general, comedy is one of those things that, in terms of like stand-up comedy and stuff, I have a bit of a difficult time finding enjoyable. I don't entirely know why, and there are definitely some comedians I do really enjoy. But for the most part, it's like, I don't find them that funny. I think I can name 3 off of the top of my head that I really find funny. Gabriel Iglesias, Patton Oswalt, and Bill Engvall are the 3 off the top of my head that I genuinely do find pretty damn funny. And to be fair, I probably wouldn't watch a special for any of them. It's just not something I really have interest in. I'm not going to watch like 1 to 2 hours of them just telling comedic stories, because that's what stand-up comedy is, let's be honest. It's mostly people telling stories about their life or situations they've been in or whatnot that have an edge of comedy to them. That's pretty much it. They tell it in a funny way, and that's what makes it comedy. And that's not is super entertaining to watch for me. Oh, actually, I just thought of a 4th comedian, by the way. Preacher Lawson, who was on America's Got Talent. He is, I think, the funniest comedian I've ever seen on America's Got Talent. He's really good. So we'll add him to that as well. But yeah, that's not even a full handful of comedians. That's only 4 that I can think of that I really find funny. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how funny I'm going to find this. I don't know how entertaining I'm going to find it. We'll just have to see. And heck, even if I don't find this entertaining, there might be certain jokes of his that I do. Most comedians, I feel, are like that. It's like, even if you don't find everything they say funny, some things might be so. It's just a matter of certain jokes working or not. So, for the time being, we're going to check this out. It's like, what, 4 or 5 minutes long? And we're going to see if I find this funny at all. We'll see. I don't know what to expect, but we'll see. So, that being said, let's give it a shot. Cutting in here real quick to remind you of all the awesome content we have on the channel. Between Monday and Friday, we have a plethora of awesome series reactions with 2 on Wednesday. We also have movie reactions every Saturday and Sunday. I do pre-record them during the week, but I upload them on the weekend. And don't forget all the gaming content we have both on this channel and the Secondary Princess of Gaming channel. We have Horizon Forbidden West every other day and Baldur's Gate 3 every single day on this channel, while we also have Nier Automata every Saturday on the other. And don't forget to click the link down in the description below to get to today's reaction. I redirected just due to copyright reasons. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you want to see more awesome content such as this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get on to the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. I don't get it. Like, I applaud him, and it's really cool that he took some time off to get his life back together, to work on his mental health and everything. Like, that's great. I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm never going to look down on anyone doing something like that. That's a great, important thing to do. And I think more people in creative industries and whatnot need to learn to do that sometimes. So, all the kudos for that. Was this supposed to be comedy? Like, what was supposed to be funny about it? Because that's what he is. He's a comedic singer. Or rather, a singing comedian. That is a completely different thing. Weird Al is a comedic singer. Bo Burnham is a singing comedian. There is a difference. But yeah, he's a singing comedian. It's like, I would expect his jokes to be funny. Or, you know, I would expect there to be jokes. Because there wasn't any jokes in this. There wasn't anything funny about it. Were we supposed to laugh at him saying fucking? Like, put your fucking hands up? It's like, that's not funny. What? Nothing in that was funny. Like, he added a laugh track to one point where he said, and then something funny happened. It's like that. What was the joke? There was no jokes, no punchlines, no setups. What was supposed to be funny? And the thing is, that entire thing was shot in like a studio, like a small room studio. Like, there was no audience there. Like, he had to pump in audience reactions. Why did he do that? Are you supposed to think from watching this that it's a live show at first? Is that the intent? But then when he picks up the camera and starts zooming around the room, like, you realize, no, it's not. Like, that's not funny. What was the point of that? Like, why are we supposed to think there's an audience when there's not? I don't understand. I don't get it. It's not funny, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And, like, It also feels like it's lacking notable context. And maybe it works better if you listen to the album like as a whole from start to finish. Like maybe you'll get more of the context behind everything. Maybe you'll understand like whatever story is trying to be told here. But it's like it feels like this was the it feels like he had like 5 minutes of talking and before the song that we weren't privy to. That's what this feels like to me. Like this was following up 5 minutes of talking. But we have no idea what those 5 minutes of talking are if we just watch this video. And I don't know if that's the case. I don't know how this album goes. But I don't get it. Also, the voice filter was clearly being done to hide the fact that he can't sing. Because that's not what he sounds like. And you could very much tell that, like, even if you hadn't heard him normally speak. You could very much tell just from listening to him when he's, speaking in this. You can very much hear the filter over his voice. He sounds robotic and unnatural. Because that's not what his voice sounds like. The filter is on there. The filter is activated for the musical parts, for the song. Because that's, like, the style and whatnot he's going for. Because it helps with, like, the vibe of the song, I guess you could say. I don't know a lot of musical terms offhand, so... If there's a specific term that would work better there, I probably don't know it. But yeah. So... This... I just don't understand... Like, if this wasn't meant to be funny, if this was meant to be more serious and was more centered around, the fact that he had put his life back together and was ready to get back to the shows and stuff. If that's the intent, cool. But it's like, for someone going into this expecting comedy because he is a comedian, and for a song that features a laugh track at various points when nothing was said or saying that deserved a laugh track because nothing was funny because there was no jokes. Again, no setups, no punchlines, no actual jokes. I don't get it. I don't get what I'm supposed to be, like, enjoying with this. Again, other than just, being supportive and happy that he got his life back together. Again, that is always great. But I just didn't get it. Maybe other things he's done would work better. But this one just didn't work for me. Maybe I'm missing something, though. Let me know if you found this funny or if you understood what the point was, really. Outside of just telling, I guess, the audience listening that he's gotten his life back together. If you know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, it's just there was nothing to this in terms of comedy or humor or anything, or and again, I don't think he's a good singer, even with the filter. That being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Venom for donating. Like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.